Bet this now. The biggest betting favorites and how they did against the spread in college football national championship history. Michigan did it. They are your 2024 national champs and covered the 4.5 points to beat Washington 34-13. But that's not even nearly the biggest spread we've seen in a national title game. Here's your top 5 biggest favorites of all time. At number 5, we got the Miami Hurricanes laying 8.5 points against Nebraska in January 2002. Nebraska had that year's Heisman Trophy winner Eric Crouch. Miami had one of the best teams of all time, which included 38 future NFL draft picks. The game took place in Pasadena, California at the Rose Bowl, and the Canes covered the 8.5 and then some, beating the Cornhuskers soundly 37-14. The fourth biggest favorite in national championship history were the Alabama Crimson Tide in 2013. They faced Notre Dame that year in a Saban versus Kelly showdown, and despite being ranked number 1, Notre Dame was getting 10 points versus the Crimson Tide, which probably enticed legions of casual bettors at the time, but sharps knew the deal, and Alabama rolled to a dominant 42-14 victory at what was then known as Sun Life Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. At number 3, we're staying in South Florida because once again, the early 2000s Miami Hurricanes were laying 11 against Craig Krenzel, Maurice Clarett, and Jim Tressel's Ohio State Buckeyes. Most people are going to remember this game for its controversial ending, and up until now, these huge favorites covered their numbers, but on an early January evening in Sun Devil Stadium at the Fiesta Bowl, OHIO chants would ring out through the desert as the Buckeyes played spoiler and not only covered the number, but won outright 31-24. The second biggest favorite of all time took place in just the third proper national championship in college football history, January 3rd, 2001. A game once again that takes us back to South Florida and what was then known as Pro Player Stadium. Florida State were 10-point favorites in what was their third straight national championship game in a row after losing in '99 and winning in 2000. Boy, did Vegas get this game wrong. FSU not only didn't cover, they put up a measly 2 points, losing to the Sooners 13-2. Prayers for anyone who had the over. And the number 1 betting favorite in national championship college football history, the 2022 Georgia Bulldogs. The reigning and defending national champs took on Cinderella story TCU in the 2023 Natty, and well, midnight struck for the Horned Frogs and the slipper did not fit. In Stetson Bennett's final college game, the Dogs hung 65 points on Texas Christian, covering by 44 points.